Good evening. How are you? My name is Francess Ihesie, and I'm reaching you live from Abuja, Nigeria. I'm a result coach. I love to work with women. I help them to build a life of independence and to live life at their own terms by helping them hack into their innate abilities, dig it out, and make use of it for a profit. So today I want to tell you some reasons why you've not been able to create sales, and then give you some tips to creating sales that converts. So sales can feel good, but they also need to be done strategically and intentionally. For example, if you're using the social media for sales, you have to be very intentional about it. You have to be very strategic. If you're going to post and your post doesn't have a call to action, people don't understand that it's a sales post, that you were trying to create a sales. And really, if you don't ask for sales, nobody's going to buy. Nobody is going to think you have something to sell. So every post has to be done intentionally and strategically, and then correctly. Because when you post wrongly, it's going to pass the wrong message, and then at the end of the day, you start asking yourself why you've not been able to create sales. The reason is simple: it wasn't done intentionally, it wasn't done strategically, it wasn't done correctly. So I'm going to give you some hacks that I've been using so far, and I know it's going to work for you also. So sales is not just about posting all over the social media daily. It's not how many times that you actually post on social media that increases your net worth. No, posting on social media has nothing to do with your net worth, except you actually ask for the sales, except you actually do activities that create sales, except you actually engage with your audience and then they know, like, and trust you. That's the only way you are going to create a sales. But posting all over social media is not going to create a sales for you. And then you need to understand this so that you can do things correctly, strategically, and then intentionally. So a potential client will turn into a customer if he or she is able to know, like, and trust you. And you cannot create the know, like, and trust factor without engaging with your audience. Your audience has to know you, they have to feel you, more like they can touch you. They have to feel your pains, your inner struggles. They have to see light from your eyes just the way you see it. They have to be able to identify with you, and then they have to be able to gain a whole lot of free content from you, free values, the same things that you were going to attach some dollars to. If you give it out for free, that's the only time that your audience knows that you actually create something that works. Because if you are ever going to create a free content that is well loaded, they will know that, wow, this content is free, but how much more when I pay for a paid offer? How loaded is it going to be? It's going to be magnetic, it's going to work. Because why? I know that the free content Frances produces is always authentic, it solves problems, it gives you the real solutions to the painful issues you have with prospecting, or with sales, or with marketing, or with communication with your prospects. So when people have seen that your brand works, your brand has been built as an authority, that is the only time that you'll be able to create a sales. When people start strolling into your inbox, they start showing up on your live videos, or they start commenting on your videos or on your YouTube channel, and then they start looking for links to talk to you. That's when you know that you've started creating content that converts. And then that's the real time to ask for sales. You can't just get on a call with a future client or a prospect who is going to be translated to a client later, a paying client later, and you tell the client that I'm going to email you. No, you don't do an email. You talk about your sales immediately after he or she has told you their most painful problems and how much they would want to work with you, because they want to translate uh, those problems to uh, results. They want to stop having those problems. They need real results. The only way you're going to create those results if you are able to tell them, okay, I have a product or a service or a course or a program that will solve this problem. You only need $97, or you need $200 or $500, and it's going to last for 4 weeks period. Within this 4 weeks period, you are going to gain clarity. You're going to be able to create sales. You're going to be able to get the real languages that convert. You're going to be able to build learn how to use curiosity posts to sell your offers. You must attach the results that this person is going to get, because people pay for real results. People want results. So for every product or service you're marketing, always talk about the results that people are going to get, because people want results. Results. Nobody just wants to pay without getting a result, and that is where the fears and the objection comes. Most times when people tell you I can't afford it, they can't afford it is an objection. And that objection could come because they feel your product cannot do what you said it would do. Each time a human being wants to give you this money, the money is on this hand. That same human being wants to use the same money for grocery or to do some manicure or whatever the case may be. So it's he or she is in between giving you the money or using it for the next paid action. So your problem, your main attack point is going to be giving them the real reasons why they have to give you that money, so that you can give them the solutions that they need. And that is why you're going to be talking about the results. Tell them about the results, what they are going to achieve if they work with you, and then what they're going to lose if they don't work with you or if they don't buy that program. If they're going to remain in the same place they were the last time you met them, you have to tell them that. And then in most cases, those people, they'll come back and tell you, wow, I really thought about it, I'm ready to do it now. And you find out you're not the person actually forcing he or she to do the payment to get their problem solved. You only gave them you only told them what they're going to lose. And then nobody wants to remain poor forever. So you see that in most cases, 99.9% of the cases why you've not been able to create sales is because you accepted the first objections. You don't do that. You only say okay and then give them some time, come back and talk about the objections. And then if you want to play safe, the best way to play safe is to face them with their objections. Before they hit you with those objections, hit them with the same objections. Let them know that some clients also struggle to pay you that money because they feel they are not going to get those real lifetime results. When you talk to them with those objections, you're able to reduce the resistance level. At least you'll be able to reduce the resistance between 90% to 50%. And a person at 50% is already at the gap of buying. So you can actually get that person to buy. Another thing is Also identify why people are not able to buy, even when your product or your services has a very unique USP. So because the unique the feature attached to your product or your services is actually what makes it sell more than another offer that someone else has. So find out why people would choose you above your competitors, and then leverage on it to create better offers. And then another thing, moving forward, this is just about the last things. So the know, like, and trust factor. It will mean nothing if you are not able to deliver real values to your audience. If you hoard values, if you hide things, putting it only in paid content, how are people going to know that your paid content works? They will never know that the paid content works. Or it's only when you show up every day giving them those same real content, those same values that you were going to translate to dollars as free content. That's when people will know that, wow, she has something. She stands as an authority in her industry. I am going to buy from her because I know if she's able to give these real offers as free content, her paid content is going to be superb. You see that? That's the only time you're able to create sales. So when you have committed to your audience knowing, liking, and trusting you, then you now have the right to ask for a sales. But you don't dare ask for sales when you don't show up, on when you don't create values, when you don't give them the real reasons why they have to buy from you, why they have to invest in you. And then when they even decide to invest in you, you have to work so hard to give them the results that they invested in, because everybody invested because they hope to get a very valuable ROI in return. So you cannot make sales or get money if you do not ask for it. So always ask for the sales. Ask for it. Ask for it. Talk about the call to action. Lead people to that sales page. Lead people to that group where you want them to convert as paid customers. So that's all for today's YouTube video. Have a very good evening. Have a happy Sunday, guys. Ciao. Bye.